That's the real shit that should be executed in the real world. Don't listen to your like your parents. Don't listen to your teachers. Your teachers don't have Lamborghinis and Bugattis.
Does your teacher have a Bugatti?
Once I saw the cars.
Crazy man. Yeah. If you've got into Warframe, I could honestly carry you through so much.
We can now. This is just for you. I'm getting on the grind. I promise.
Oh my god! What's up guys, welcome back to a new video. My name is ShockElectri and today I'm bringing you guys a Nezha build. Now this build is a really old build, it's also a very well known build, but I want to make Nezha more used nowadays because I barely see him anywhere on the field. Now I want everyone to understand that you don't have to follow the meta in this game, it's just a video game. You should try out other stuff instead of just following the meta. Yeah, there are efficient ways to farm some stuff, but sometimes it's better to have fun instead of farming shit up as fast as you can. So let's go to the build. We're gonna replace his first ability, Firewalker, with Breach Surge so that we get a lot of damage. Now what Breach Surge does is it just, when you cast it, it sends like these blinding sparks to enemies. Let me just show you. So as you can see, this guy is kind of being blinded, and if I shoot him, these sparks fly out and hit other enemies, which then hits other enemies, which then hits other enemies, and it just does mass crowd control, and these affected targets will start taking more damage. Wait. Yeah, so that's Breach Surge for you. Now the next problem I see a lot of people facing is with the second ability. People don't really understand what it does. So what this does is it debuffs enemies when you throw it at them. So when you throw it at them, it gives them like a fire proc, and it gives them more damage. So as you can see, they take 190% more damage. So basically once you hit them with Blazing Chakram, they take a lot of damage. And now with each Blazing Chakram, you get an extra health orb, which you can pair with Equilibrium if you have it maxed out. If you have it maxed out, you can get infinite energy with this build, which I don't have at the moment. So I'm gonna be replacing this with Streamline. If you have Equilibrium, put Equilibrium. Otherwise, a Streamline would be better. His third ability, Warding Halo, is basically the thing on its back, as you can see. Basically it protects you from all damage, not all damage, it just absorbs damage, and it acts like armor, and it also provides crowd control for enemies who come close. So like those lancers, or like those guys who use the melees and stuff, if they come closer, they get a heat proc on them, which is crowd control. Now every time you cast it, you're invulnerable for 3 seconds, and when it runs out, you're also invulnerable for 3 seconds. And with this build, I have almost 5 times multiplication with the absorption. So if an enemy does 1 damage on you, you will take 5 armor instead. So you are gonna be surviving pretty long with this build. And his final ability, Divine Spears, it just impales enemies to the ground, and you won't be using this ability much other than for crowd controlling and to debuff enemies and stuff. That's what I use it for, but you know, everyone has their own preference. So let's move on to the build. I have corrosive projection for the aura. You can make this any other aura. You can make it brief, respite, steel charge, whatever you want. And streamline, as I mentioned, for the blazing chakram if you don't have equilibrium. Rolling guard for our survivability, because you never know, right? Continuity for the duration, because we are going to be using transient fortitude and umbral intensify for our power strength mods, and transient fortitude is a corrupt mod, so it just takes down my duration by a lot. And primed continuity, if you have it, I believe it'll give you like a 120% duration or something. Not really sure because I haven't maxed mine out. As you can see, I have stretch for our range so that our breathe surge and our divine spheres can hit more enemies. Flow for the energy pool, and natural talent for that casting speed. I have Malt augmented, which you can replace with arcane energize, and arcane primary charger, so you can put like any melee mod, maybe arcane. You can put arcane strike or arcane fury, whichever one you want. It doesn't really matter. For the weapons, I'm going to be using my Guandower Prime, my toxic build, because why not? And for our primer, I'm going to be using a viral heat new core with base magnetic. If you want the Guandower build, I have a video on my channel explaining the other two builds as well, but just to go over it, Blood Rush and Condition Overload, Organ Shot and steel, Sacrificial Steel, and Gladiator Might as the crit mods, Fever Strike as our elemental VP movement to that status chance, and Berserker Fury for that attack speed. So how does this build really work? So if I go over here, summon the enemies and unpop the AI, I go in there and I summon my warding healer. Now as you can see, I am taking the damage. I use my my fourth ability, and I prime them up and use Breathe Surge. Now I'm going to start killing them one by one, which makes my life easier. And make sure you, and always try to debuff your enemies as much as you can, because that's an extra heat proc, and if you don't know, heat procs linearly and condition overloads will scale with more heat, like more status effects on an enemy, so you will be doing a lot of damage. Now once your weapon starts reaching red crit territory, which mine hasn't for some reason, you basically will be doing a lot of damage. And as you can see, all these health orbs, if you have it with a synth fiber Panzer profile or something, you'll be getting infinite energy. You wouldn't run out of energy whatsoever. So this is a super easy build to make, and I hope all of you give Nezha a try, because he really needs it. And also remember, once again, this is a game. Try to have fun, don't follow the meta. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you had a good day. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. Let's try to hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Goodbye.